So it's 5 a.m. in the morning, Tuesday run day, early start to the day, great start to the day. I got 400-meter repeats. We're going to head down to Penn Sporting Complex, get it in around the turf, and we're going to have some fun. So let's get to it. All right, so just got to, Penn Sporting Complex. We got 6 rounds of 400-meter repeats, or pretty much quarter-mile repeats. What I aim for about a pace of 7:30 to 8 for today, and then just gonna take it from there. We got a rep, 75-second rest, jogging, and then right back to it. So let's get to work. And the shoe choice for today's session was the Saucony Endorphin Azoras. Love them. They got speed roll technology. Felt very fast. So work today, 6 complete. This shit was definitely a little rough. Had a really great pace for it to be in my first official speed workout into this phase. So we'll continue to get faster, get stronger. I'll add the full speeds when I look over the numbers in Strava. However, great pace, great time. I got a quick jog back so I can get to the gym, start my coaching, and it's gonna continue having a great day. And on my way to the gym, great start to the day. And something that I didn't show was the fact that I also get up early, I journal, go through a nice morning routine, journal, meditate, and on my way to the gym on the bus, I do a little bit of reading, but just some actions to just ground myself before getting into my activity and then work for the day. Now, Reese has been working with me for about 2 years now. Very hard worker, very committed, very dedicated, and it's always a great opportunity to train when we're locking in the gym together. How you feel for your deadlifts? Weak in the knees. So just finished up my first session of the day, good 6:30 session, and going right to nutrition. I keep my first meal of the day pretty simple. I normally go quinoa, lentils. I've been doing some tofu in it as well, just to add a little bit more for protein. Some arugulas in there, carrots, and I'll do a teriyaki coconut aminos, some hummus as well with it, but pretty simple, pretty light on my digestion. So this pretty much be my meal now. I got another workout at 9:30 a.m. Going legs today, hamstring and glute focus primarily, and then pretty much going from there. Now, as I moved on to my 8 a.m. session for the day, was working with Jackie, who's seated in the blue shirt. We've been training for about 2 years as well, one of my longer tenure clients, and she's been doing amazing, brought her daughter on, and it's been great working with them both. And as I shifted to my workout, we had a posterior chain lower body day, and it was fantastic. Really been dialing in on more tempos lately, and for today's workout, we were focusing on more connective tissue remodeling. So our tempos were 5 seconds on the way up for the deadlifts, 1 second pause at the top, and then we went 5 seconds down just to help support my connective tissue, strengthen up my ligaments and my joints, preventing injuries. We also had some slide board lateral lunges, which are great for the inner thighs, also the hamstrings, the glutes, and the quads. And you get some obliques for stability as well. One of my favorite movements to do, and really crucial for supporting the knees. If someone's lacking balance, they can do this movement to help with, that support. It also helps to prevent any injuries to the inner thigh. And if you're a runner, you're going to want to make sure you're adding that to your routine. And then last up, one of the last movements we show for today is going to be our single leg deadlift, more so going one kettlebell to help a little bit more challenge to that opposite hip. It's going to help with balance, stability, and hamstring strength is crucial for really anyone, but especially if you're running or doing any sports and activities. Your hamstrings and glutes are what's going to help you push and move forward. So make sure you're definitely adding this to your routine too. It's one of my favorites for myself, and also something that I'm always, teaching earlier on with my clients, dialing in on form and technique, and then we'll add the weights and resistance to it to make it a much more effective movement to gain more strength within the hamstrings and glutes, also assisted with balance and stability. So just got my second session in of the day, went posterior chain lower body focus, and felt pretty good, felt energized, felt locked in. I ate. I do take creatine as well, so that definitely gave me a bit of a boost. Ate that following my meal. I've noticed too with the creatine, quick side note, that it has a greater uptake if you consume it after having some protein. That could be within your breakfast, whatever the case may be, but it definitely flows really well with the addition of protein to it too. But like I said, great workout. Had my coaching sessions, ate, and then jumped right into it. Then at 12 o'clock, locked in with my guy Farrakhan. Been doing great work, and we've known each other for years. Going back to when I used to work out at Planet Fitness. We met there, and then it's been great so far working with him. He's very committed, very hard working, shows up consistently, and we got some great work that we're going to continue to do. We've been really dialing in on stability, especially within his knee. He's got some runs and races coming up, so excited for his progress. And finish off the coaching day with Ezra, true dog in the gym, very committed, very dedicated, and an overall great person to work with. Ezra and I have been really working together for about a year and a half now. And last summer when we switched from City Fitness to Optimal, they were going through a lot in their personal life, dropped a lot of weight, dropped some strength. And once we picked back up, they've been on a roll, put on about 10 pounds of muscle, got to their goal weight, and then also being very, very, very strong. And there you have it, day in the life. Really encouraging day running wise, as I was able to again just push that pace within my morning session. Also following that, really getting into a great leg day where I had a lot of energy. I was able to really push it, even on it was a slightly lighter intensity set and rep wise. However, great energy, great focus, and great intention into that day. And all around just fantastic day. Coaching, going about the rest of my day. Some things that I didn't show was my lunch. I had a nice salad. Dinner I had a smoothie, and also some of the things that I do to keep myself grounded, such as my journaling in the morning, doing 3 pages each and every morning, and then also I'll get into a journal at nighttime right before I go to bed. I'll stretch, recover, do a little bit of reading, and really just live peaceful and present. Had a nice walk earlier, and I keep my life pretty routine, pretty simple. Seems pretty basic and boring, however, it's something I really enjoy. Working out, getting up early, get into it, living with purpose, being a positive, aspect to other people's lives. However, very fun time making this video. Let me know more things that you would like to see. Maybe have to dive into like just my whole training routine in the week, so y'all can get a idea about that too, and just some other stuff that I can share. But let me know in the comments. And again, if you would like more support on your health journey, feel free to shoot me an email at Sulaiman@hoodhealers.com. Would love to connect. Would love to work with you. Peace and love.